This is section 38 of Caesar's De Bello Gallico in Book 5. And the Romans have just been defeated by, first tricked by Ambiorix in coming out of the camp, and then ambushed and almost to a man annihilated by Ambiorix's forces. So Ambiorix lifted, literally, right, from Tolo, Tolera, Sustali, Sublatus. Ambiorix lifted by this victory immediately with his cavalry among the Aduatuci, who were his neighbors, who were neighboring his kingdom. So here's this dative with Finitimi. He sets out. So he immediately sets out into the territory of the Aduatuci with his cavalry, and he lets pass neither night nor day, and he orders his foot soldiers to follow him, to pursue. With the situation demonstrated, and with the Aduatuci incited, on the following day he arrives among the Nervii, and he encourages them, the Nervii, that they shouldn't do something here. And what ensues is a fairly complicated grammatical conundrum here. What he encourages them not to do is dimittant. So he encourages them not to let pass the occasionem, the chance. And as we've seen before with Caesar, we have a gerundive following this. So he urges them that they should not let pass the chance for doing two things: for freeing themselves in perpetuity. So the gerundive with the agreeing genitive pronoun here. So the occasion of freeing themselves, but for freeing themselves sounds better. And then we have the second thing. So, and he urges or encourages them that they should not give up the opportunity of avenging or for avenging. And then Caesar switches it up here. This is a gerund with a direct object of avenging the Romans. And then we have essentially for the things, but the injuries which they received. Pro eis in Uriis, for the injuries, on behalf of the injuries which they received. Interfectus esse, so we have an indirect statement, and this time the head verb is demonstrat. So he demonstrates, he points out that the Romans' two legates have been killed, and that a magnam partem exercitus, the genitive there, that a great part of their army has perished. He also points out that nihil negotii. So nihil negotii is an idiom here that it is not a difficult business. It is not a difficult task that a legion suddenly overwhelmed be killed. And so then this is the particular legion which is wintering with Cicero, is in winter quarters with Cicero. So he points out, look, we've already done this once, and he points out that it is not a difficult task that the legion which is wintering with Cicero suddenly overwhelmed to be killed. And then let's take profitator here as the next main verb. And profitator, and he professes, declares that he would be an aid, an ally, a helper for this affair. And so by this oration, easy, he persuades the nerviis. Remember, nerviis is dative with persuadio, just like impero and mondo. So facile here, take it adverbially. It's that neuter version of the adjective. So often Latin uses that as an adverb, describing the action, not so much a noun. So he persuades the nervii easily with this speech.